Are things going well financially? You got a good job, you're making some good money, just bought yourself a nice new house, and now, what do you need? You need a car. But what's really important when you're looking for a car, or even clothing or whatever, it's how people perceive you when you're wearing the car, and the clothing, of course. So, basically what you need is one of these. A 2006 BMW 3 Series. If you've got a little bit of coin, you can get a 323i for $35,200. Under the hood of that one, you'll find the inline-6 2.5-liter engine that puts out 174 horsepower. If you've got a little bit more money, you can spring for a 325i. That one has the inline-6 3-liter engine that develops 215 horsepower. And if you really got big bucks, you can go for a 330i, which has the same 3-liter inline-6 engine, but this time it develops 255 horsepower. This week's tester is a 330xi, basically the top-of-the-line model. The basic price of the 330xi is $50,500, and as equipped right here with the sport package, you're looking at over $55,000. Now, what does that give you? Well, it gives you a 6-speed manual transmission, close ratios, a joy to use, a heavyish clutch, and a short throw shifter. Feels amazing. And also, very importantly, what the X stands for is BMW's X-Drive all-wheel drive system, which can separate the power between the front and rear wheels up to 70% in the front, up to 80% in the rear. This car on the road feels firmly planted, riveted to the tarmac, or in this case, snow and ice. It's unbelievable how you feel in this car. There's substance, there's weight behind every function, every movement you make. The steering wheel feedback is tremendous, precision is unbelievable. In its category, the 3 Series BMW is perhaps the best driving, or the one with the most interesting driving dynamics. You do pay a price for the car, but you're getting a whole lot. The ride is controlled, comfortable, very confidence-inspiring. Nothing can slow you down in this car other maybe than a cement wall or an 18-wheeler on the highway. Like the sound of that? Imagine what it sounds like in this car. Actually, you don't really hear it that much because it's so well insulated. So what that means is that the cabin is very quiet, even on the highway, even at speeds that are well above legal limits. Not that I've been there, although I do say that a lot, don't I? Anyhow, cabin of a BMW, they can't do no wrong. I don't know. Materials are beautiful, fit and finish is nice. The arrangement between the lighter gray, the black, and the faux aluminum in the middle, all the titanium, all those metal trims, looks great. One of my favorite things on the car is the steering wheel. It's got awesome grip. The feel is good. Again, the feedback, like I've mentioned, is amazing. Start-stop button is a nice touch, although, honestly, it's starting to get a little bit old because now just about everybody has that in their car. It doesn't really matter. It still does a great job. What I do like, really, are the seats. The BMW seats are great. And this car actually has those sported seats with the adjustments for the lateral support and the lumbar support. So what that means is hours of comfortable, easy cruising. Feels amazing. You're really in a little pocket and you're not going anywhere. Shifter, as I've mentioned, is a little bit notchy, but it's heavy, but it's part of that driving pleasure, the whole package. The rear seat is a little bit cramped, typical to the 3 Series of BMW, but I mean, I've mentioned it before, and I'm going to repeat it. This is for the driver. I don't care what's going on in the back seat. I'm going that way, and I'm looking that way. That's it. Radio and HVAC controls, well, perhaps a little bit complex, but it's got to look the part to be in a car like this. Once you get used to the positioning of all the radio and the audio controls, it's fairly simple. As far as the HVAC, well, it's 2 knobs for the 2 zones for the climate controls. Otherwise, it's beautifully well put together, well finished. I'm going to Arizona. Bye-bye. For 2006, the 3 Series BMW now comes to us completely redesigned. This is certainly not the first time since its introduction just about 30 some odd years ago. This redesign, though, I must say, is absolute gem. I really, really love the edgy styling of the car. It looks more aggressive, more in control of the road. It's really a complete package as far as a luxury car or an entry-level luxury car. G35 is very interesting as well. The A4 is quite nice. The Acura TL is also a very interesting choice, but really for me, if you love driving the ultimate driving machine, nothing really comes that close to the 3 Series BMW. And the beauty, if you like the package and the size, well, you can option out this car with a 6-speed automatic Steptronic transmission, and you can go all the way up to $65,000. So 3 Series BMW, wonderful car, very interesting to own for those first 4 years with the complete maintenance included in the first 80,000 kilometers. However, where things get a little bit more complicated is once the warranty is up. BMW, like other German manufacturers, and their luxury cars tend to have a few electrical glitches, a few problems, and while the key element here is fairly expensive maintenance and upkeep. So if you're buying one of these used, you know, the reviews are always good on these cars. I'm the first to blame when it comes to that. But when it's used, really consider that you're going to have to spend way more than you probably expect. If you have a budget of $30,000, well, figure $35,000 to really keep this car on the road. Otherwise, BMW 3 Series, numero uno.